So I made a mod that lets you hold frogs in Minecraft. Why exactly? Well, I just thought it would be cool to fling stuff around like this, I guess. So first, I had to actually figure out how to put a frog in my hand. For that, I needed to create an item that lets a player pick up a frog. I quickly went and tried making a texture for this item, which I creatively decided to call a frog holder. After a while, I settled on this design. It's supposed to be like a metal platform with a handle and some string to hold the frog in place. Yeah, I also gave it this crafting recipe to fit the mechanics of the design I had in mind. So now that we have our frog holder, the next thing to do is pick up a frog. This was supposed to be easy enough, and technically it kinda was. We just despawned the frog when right-clicking on it, played the bucket sound, and put it in our hand. The latter part, however, gave me quite a bit of trouble, and by trouble, I mean the frog was not in my hand at all, and it was instead hovering somewhere off to the side. Essentially, what I did was just yoink the frog model and texture and turn it into an item, but I had to adjust the position, rotation, and scale of the frog manually until it sat snugly in my palm. This took quite a while to fix, and by quite a while I mean 2 days. However, when I got it to work, I think it looked pretty cool. Next up, I wanted to make the frog stick out its tongue when you right-clicked and pull whatever it latched onto. The latter part was actually relatively easy. We just have to fire a projectile, and when it collides with an entity, it just applies a force in your direction. Actually rendering the tongue, however, turned out to be another very troublesome thing, more so in fact than rendering the frog properly. It took me another few days to get the tongue renderer working, and over the while I was trying to fix it, I saw some truly bizarre things. I unfortunately have no footage of this specific bug, nor did I save a version of the code with the bug, but this was basically what would happen. So like I would be standing here, like on this shore for example, and when I would right click the frog, there would be no tongue. Except there was a tongue, but it was all the way up in the sky. It was so silly and weird at the same time, like I don't know, I'm some sort of cosmic being summoning frog tongues from the sky or something. Anyway, once that was done, it was basically working perfectly. I quickly went and added all the frog variants as holdable so you could have all 3 types of frogs if you wanted. It was now time to publish it in Modrinth, and since this was the first time I was gonna upload a mod, I had to look up how to do that and stuff. Boom, I was done. Or at least I thought I was. My friend very helpfully reminded me of the fact that frogs mainly found their use in providing froglights. So I quickly jumped back into my IDE and tried to figure out how to get the holdable frogs to drop froglights when you use them on a magma cube. Fortunately, that wasn't nearly as difficult as setting the frog's position through trial and error or rendering the tongue. And once again, once that was done, I went ahead and published the update on Modrinth. And that is how I made the Holdable Frogs mod. If you want to try it, the link to the mod page will be in the description. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of this kind of thing. Anyway, I'll be seeing you soon.